So like last class you had mentioned that like Brahma was Shuddha and Maya was like Marine Sattva.
Fine. Then whoever has the turn today, you may summarize the last topic and continue with the next one.
Raj, I have a question. Can you hear me?
Raja? Raja, are you able to hear us?
Who has the turn to read the topic today?
I have a question.
1 minute, Sanvi. I think Raja is not able to hear us. Hold on.
Hello? Is that fine now?
राजा आपने संभळाय છે आवाज हमारो?
Yes.
Okay. हाँ, Sanvi, now you can ask.
Okay. So I had a couple of questions. So
Yes.
wait, can you see my camera?
No, not yet.
I can't turn it on right now. It's not working.
No problem.
Okay, so last class you had mentioned that Brahma was like Shuddha and Maya was like Marine Sattva. So can we say that because like Brahma is more powerful than Maya? Like, is that why he is recognized as Shuddha and Maya is like Marine?
See, it is not regarding the power of Brahma, but what is the base of the existence of Brahma, or how does Brahma exist? For that he is mentioning that Brahma is created, or Brahma is based on the Shuddha Sattva and Maya is based on the Malina Sattva. Because the problem with Shankaracharya ji is that he has to accept the Maya. He doesn't want to accept Maya as the creation of Brahma. It means Maya is created out of Brahma. He doesn't want to confess this. But he doesn't even want to explain the universe as the creation of Brahma without using Maya. These are the major two problems. And the third thing is that as you are not accepting the Maya as the Shakti of Brahma, and you are accepting it as an independent material, then you have to accept it as Anadi. Now when you are accepting the existence of Maya as Anadi, then even Brahma is Anadi. So are we equating, is he wanting to equate Maya and Brahma? So there he has to clarify, being a Brahmavadi, because it gets compulsory to clarify this problem, and therefore just for the sake of the name, he is differentiating that one is a Shuddha Sattva and the second one is Malina Sattva.
So because like both Brahma and Maya are like Anadi, meaning like they have not, that they cannot be created. So but Maya and Brahma are not the same. So for differentiating purposes, he defines Brahma as Shuddha Sattva, Maya as Malin. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes, it gets compulsory for him. I mean, he, as a Brahmavadi, you have to accept that Brahma is the superior most and not Maya. Now when you want to accept this, but on the other side, you don't even want to accept Brahma as the material cause or Brahma as the superior, most and ultimate creator, then again the same problem raises. Are you getting me?
Actually, Raja, I understand.
Yes. So one or the other way, Shankaracharya ultimately wants to say that Maya is the most powerful one, because if Brahma cannot become a material cause, this is your rule. It means principally you are saying that Brahma can never become a material cause. Then it means that you are bounding the capacity of Brahma. And if Maya can do whatever she likes to do, then it means that Maya is more powerful ultimately. But just as he wants to uh, show that Brahma, I am accepting Brahmavad, so he will, of the name, he will say that it is the differences of Shuddha Sattva and Malin Sattva. And therefore, Maya is not Ananta. It means one or the other day, Maya has to die, or the Maya will vanish and then Brahma ultimately will remain. So this is not a good answer, but it is just like a escapism.
Maybe, Raja. So, because like Shankaracharya thinks that Maya is like more powerful because like it can do anything it wants, and he's bounding Brahma because it cannot create the universe on its own. So, but because of this, he's just trying to say that because of this difference, he just wants to say Brahma is more as Shuddha and Maya is like money. But Raja, I can't hear you.
Uh, Sanvi, can you repeat your last question again? Actually, I got disconnected. I was not able to hear you.
I was just explaining like what like I was just explaining what I understood.
Yeah, can you repeat?
Yeah, so like I understood that because like Shankaracharya actually thinks that Maya is more powerful than Brahma because Maya can do anything it wants, and he's bounding Brahma to like because Brahma cannot create the universe, so he's bounding Brahma that, and he's saying that Brahma is not that powerful, but he actually considers in Brahma more than Maya. So that's why he's stating that Brahma is like Shuddha and Maya is Mali.
Yes. It means he doesn't want to accept Brahma as more powerful than Maya actually. He wants to propose a Mayavad only. But for the sake of being a Vedic, it means he doesn't even want to confess that I am not explaining the Ved. And if you are a Vedic, then it gets compulsory for you to accept Brahma as the superior one. So one or the other way, he wants to go out of the way and try to accept the superiority of Brahma, not principally.
Okay, thank you, Raj. And I also had a second question. So
Yes.
you, so yeah, so you had explained that like we are like the Jivatma is just like a reflection of Brahma's Chaitanya, like according to Sankaracharya. So how can we understand this if like how can we understand this if like because technically if we are Brahma, then what is the reason behind all the past karma and punya karma that we're doing and like the bad qualities within us? Because like according to Sri Vallabhacharya, he says that because like of the avidya shakti that enters into us, we cannot understand like our true identity of being like Brahma's aunt. So how does Sanskrit explain this? Like if we are Brahma, then what shouldn't we have all good qualities within us?
See, we should not have, but we are having it because of Maya. When Maya is imposed on us, we forget who we are and we start considering our worldly identities as our own existence. And therefore, you don't understand or identify yourself as Brahma himself, but you start considering that I am a female, I am a Maitri, I am Brahmin, or I am Indian, etc. So all these identities are imposed on us by Maya. They are not the real identities. So the whole path of Mayavad goes with the process of revealing our own identity to us. And therefore, continuously you are just going to chant that I am Brahma, I am Brahma, I am Brahma, and then one day you will be realizing your real form and will be forgetting all the wrong identities.
Okay, so even though we're not made out of Maya, but that Maya can still have an effect on us, and because of the Maya being imposed on us, we forget like our true identity, and we take on other identities of being like daughter, female, etc. And we become attached to like the worldly objects around us because of the Maya having an effect on us.
Yes. So till the date we do not get out of the effect of Maya, we will be not identifying ourselves as the Brahma, and till the date we will be experiencing the universe. The day you understand that Maya is not the whatever we are accepting now is not our real form, but we are Brahma. So the day when we will be removing the Maya Shakti which is imposed on us, that day we will realize that I am Brahma and the universe won't exist.
Thank you, Raja. I understand very well.
Fine.
I have a question.
Yes.
So, last time we discussed about Yogmaya, and I had a question about when Devki had her 8 sons in Kamsa's jail. The 8th child turned out to be a girl. So before Kams tried to kill her, she turned out to be a goddess or like some type of Maya. So is that considered Yogmaya?
Yes. She was Yogmaya, the Shakti of Brahma, and Bhagavan sent her before him so that she can predict the arrival of Bhagavan to the Kansa. And there Bhagavat mentions that the same Yogmaya, the Shakti, will be worshipped in the universe as in the name of Durga and Parvati and Saraswati, Narayani, Vaishnavi, etc. in all these forms. As we understood before that in our philosophy, Yogamaya is the independent Shakti of Brahma, and Brahma can use that Shakti with his own wish independently. So whatever Bhagavan will ask her to do, Yogamaya will be following the orders of Bhagavan.
I understand. Thank you.
Fine. Anyone else?
Yes.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes.
So we discussed like how to attain salvation according to Vivartvad, but like what does that salvation like look like? So like after they die, like Christians believe you either go to like heaven or hell. So for followers of Vivartvad, what does that look like, that afterlife?
See, heaven and hell are different things. It means if you are doing good deeds or if you are doing some bad deeds, you will be attaining heaven and hell as a result of your good deeds and bad deeds. So it depends. If you have done some good deeds, you will have to go to heaven and hell for following
राजा नो आवाज
for
ब्रेक था ऐसा
are you not able to hear me?
ब्रेक था ऐसा राजा अपना आवाज
Using of the rain and the weather.
Raja, should I join you? Should I join you, Raja? We can do audio session.
Okay, fine.
Yep. जी राजा.
Yes. So, what are we discussing? What I wanted to say was that according to Shankaracharya ji accepts that the salvation will be the identification of yourself as Brahma himself. So the day you realize that you are Brahma and not introduce or identify yourself with the worldly understandings or all the worldly identities, that day you will be accepting or understanding that you are Brahma. And that day the Maya, the imposition of Maya will be removed, and that will be the day when you are already free from worldly boundaries. Or this is how salvation will look like.
Raja, I understand.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
So if that is how salvation will look like, then does that mean that we can achieve that when we are alive also? If we have
Yes,
that realization. Okay. Thank you.
See, for Shankaracharya, just by listening to Aham Brahmasmi, you will be realizing that you are Brahma. Just speak out that you Aham Brahmasmi. This is the mantra which was given by Sri Shankaracharya. So he say that just by chanting that you are Brahma, you will be realizing the Brahma in your own self. So the chanting Aham Brahmasmi is the sadhana. It means just go on speaking that I am Brahma, and ultimately you will realize that you are Brahma.
So for us, is it important to realize that we are Brahma or to chant like Shri Krishna Sharna Mama?
For us, we don't accept that Brahma and Jivatma are one. The problem with Shankaracharya ji is that he accepts that Brahma and Jiva are one. For us, we accept the relation between Jiva and Brahma as that Jivatma is like a particle and Brahma is the whole. It means like a drop of water and the whole ocean. So this is the relation we accept. So what we are supposed to realize is not that we are Brahma, but we are supposed to realize that I am a particle of Brahma and Brahma is my whole. So being a particle of Brahma, it is my duty to serve Sri Krishna, because he is my Swami and I am his Sevak. He is my master and I am his slave. So this is the form of realization in our philosophy. Because we don't accept that we and Brahma are one. For us, Brahma is the whole and we are his particle. So we are supposed to realize that we are a particle of him, and then ultimately you will be free from the worldly identities. It means since now I was accepting that I am Maitri and I am female and this and that, all those identities are in our mind, but we don't accept that we are particle of Brahma, and therefore we are not able to realize him in us.
So is there a possible to become a part of him, or will we always remain like, do we have, should our aim be to just realize that we are a particle of him, or should it also be to become a part of him, or is that a concept that doesn't exist for us?
We are already a part of him. We don't need to become a part. We just need to realize that we are a part of him.
Okay, understood.
Even
Thank
if
you.
someone understands, even if someone doesn't accept or understand, everything will remain a part of Brahma. You don't have any escape or you don't have any choice. But if you are realizing it, if you are accepting it, then it is better. And if not, it is a fact which you cannot change.
Okay, got it. Thank you, Raja.
Fine. Srinath, you wanted to ask something? I read the message from Vishwanath.
Yeah, I do. I have a question about
Yes.
Bhagavatam.
Yes.
When I was reading the first chapter, there was a sage named a person named Saunak. Who is Saunak?
I can answer it to you personally. If you have any question regarding the subject, you can ask it now. I'll respond this question to you personally. Any question regarding the topic we are going on with?
Pranam Raja, I have a question. Can I ask?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So, I know we talked about it last week, but still, I have a confusion, so I wanted to clarify this. So,
Yes, yes.
last week,
Sure.
last week we learned that Mayavadis believe in the Sagun form of Mayavadi believes that the Sagun form of Brahma is Mayik, right? So, and their theory also supports that each and every object in this universe is illusion. So, for example, like, someone can argue that if everything in this universe is Mayik, then the method of worshipping Sagun Brahma will also be Mayik. So, I just wanted to know, like, what is their standpoint for this argument?
Yes, everything has to be Mayik. Even the process of learning that you are Brahma, the process of realizing that you are Brahma, even it is Mayik. So there is nothing which is real here, but by that using that process, if you can realize the Brahma, then it's okay with Shankaracharya.
Okay, so but like I don't understand that if if someone is thinking that everything is my then how come someone can attain the Brahma? If everything, because all the methods, all the means of worshipping Brahma is Maya, then is it possible to achieve the Brahma? That point I
For
don't understand.
Shankaracharya, you don't need to achieve Brahma because you are Brahma himself. So what remains for you is just to realize that you are Brahma and nothing else. In that process of realization, you can use whichever method is available to you.
Okay.
And Sagun Brahma is just supposed to be used for realizing that you are Brahma, or just for seeing the, for example, as let me explain it with example, that for Shankaracharya,
I can't hear you, Raja.
I'm not sure. Raja is connected. Give me 1 minute. Okay, I just message my. Okay, I'm joining Raja again, so please stay online, okay? Ji Raja.
yes. So what I wanted to explain was that we are, according to Shankaracharya, he accepts that we are Brahma himself. We just need to realize it. Now in the process of realization, if you want to develop your concentration power, then just concentrate upon Brahma or any of the form of Brahma. Now, Saguna Brahma will mean that you are not able to see the Nirguna Brahma because of the lack of concentration, or you are not able to realize yourself as a Nirguna Brahma for now. But with the practice, you will be able to do so. So, in the process of learning that we are Brahma, first of all, we are supposed to accept ourselves as Brahma, and after realizing it, Shankaracharya says that now the process will be easy. It means now what you are supposed to do is that just go on repeating the same, and after developing the concentration power, you will be able to realize that you are Brahma himself.
Okay, so I think now I understand. Even though they believe that Sagun or form of Brahma is Mike, still because you can still worship, and even if you worship the Brahma, you can still attain Brahman, the Nirgun form of Brahma. So according to the Mahaprabhuji, Sagun Brahma and Nirgun Brahma's definition is like
Just to clarify, not by worship. You cannot attain Brahma by worship, but by worshipping Brahma, we just can develop the concentration power. After developing the concentration power, concentrate upon the Nirguna Brahma and not the Saguna Brahma, and then you will be able to attain Brahma.
Yes, because like for them, Shagun form of Brahma is Mike, right? So ultimately they wanted to concentrate on the Nirgun Brahma, but initially you can concentrate on the Sagun form of Brahma, and then you can switch your concentration on the Nirgun Brahma, right?
Yes. And therefore, for explaining this, he gives the example that, for example, I want to see any star in the sky, any particular sky, but for example, I want to show it to someone, but he is not able to find it. Then what we will do? We will just go near a tree, we'll say that, see the tree. So first we will be showing him the tree, and after being able to see the tree, we will say that, are you able to see the star which is above the tree? So ultimately you don't want to see the tree, you are supposed to see the star. But for seeing the star, for having the visibility of the star, we need to see the tree, we need to show the tree, and after that the star will be visible. This is the exact process of concentrating upon Saguna Brahma first, and after developing the process of Saguna Brahma, you can concentrate upon the Nirguna Brahma.
Okay, I think now it is much clear. And just one more thing, Raja. According to Mahaprabhuji, Sagun Brahma and Nirgun Brahma's definition is like this, right? Sagun Brahma is the Sakar form of Brahma, and Nirgun Brahma is like Nirakar form of Brahma. And according to the Shankaracharya, the Sagun Brahma is also the Sakar form, but it is like that form is with Mike illusion, and Nirgun Brahma is again Suddha Nirakar Brahma, correct?
For Mahaprabhuji, nothing is Mike. Sagun Brahma and Nirgun Brahma both are above Maya, and they are just like two sides of a single coin, not Mike.
Okay, correct. And one more thing, like as we so far, like I understood, like according to the Gnan Marg, one who follows the Marg of Gnan, they concentrate on Nirakar form of Brahma. So here, like for Shankaracharya, their path is also the Gnan Marg, right? So why he's explaining that initially you can concentrate on the Sagun form of Brahma and then on the Nirgun Brahma, Nirakar. So Gnan Marg, so I just wanted to know, like in the Gnan Marg method, they can also concentrate on the Shakar form of Brahma?
No, not in the Gnan Marg.
So why in Sankaracharya? So Sankaracharya's method is like Jnana Marg, right, to attain the Brahma. So why he is explaining that you can concentrate on the Sakar form of Brahma on initial stage?
Because karma and upasana, they are the part of Gyan. And if you are accepting karma and upasana as a part of a Gyan Marg, even in the Vedic Gyan Marg, you can do so. It is not prohibited. But in the major proportion will be of the Gyan and not of the karma and upasana.
Okay. Okay, Raja, thank you so much. It's more clear now. And Pranam, Raja.
Right. Let us conclude here for today. Sorry for the interruption in between. Actually, because of the bad weather, I am having network issues here. We'll be continuing tomorrow if you people have any more questions.
Pranam, Raja.
Pranam, Raja.